Hey, and great day, everybody. Of course, today is Saturday. What does that mean, y'all? The Saturday Set Down. Thank you to everyone who is coming into the room. I want to take this special time out to remind you that on Saturday mornings, I come on live for a Saturday Set Down when I really want to just get you some time to kind of communicate and remind you that, yeah, the week is over. Today is Saturday. I want you to do some self-care, but I also want you to do some self-reflection. So today, those of you that know that I do spiritual work as well, and I work with people to access their highest and greatest self as a life alchemist. And so I address you on all the levels of your needs. However, what I find is that I also work with a lot of business people. Okay. So I work with a lot of coaches, to be honest. A lot of coaches that people work with, they work with me behind the scenes. And I love that because that means that they trust me to help them get to their highest level even more. And so it helps me feel good too, because I know what my role in my lane is. But today I want to talk about our topic, which is simply, I need you to believe in yourself, even when you know there's skeletons in your closet. And this theme has been coming up quite a bit lately because people have been wondering, what's going on? Hey, everybody, what's going on? How do I go out here? I don't look right. I don't sound right. I don't have all the equipment. My home doesn't look like everybody else's home. Things like that. So when it all boils down, it boils down to you trusting and believing that what you have to offer is so needed and necessary that people will not even worry about it. I often use the analogy of someone having their arm bleeding profusely versus someone with a scratch versus someone with a deeper cut. If I just have a scratch on my arm, I'm probably going to look at it. I'm going to feel the pain. I'm going to touch it a little bit, and then I'm going to be gone. But if I have a deeper cut, I'm going to look and see, oh my gosh, it's bleeding. What am I going to do? Okay, let me clean it up and let me put a bandage on it. But then I get to the part where my arm is actually severed, where there's blood shooting out. I can see deeply into my wound. It may even be hanging off my arm where I have to hold it together. Blood is pouring out so quickly like a river. So at that point, I know the urgency of my situation has changed. I can't put a Band-Aid on this. I know that I need to get to someone who can help me stop the bleeding from being profuse, and to slow it down and to stop it and to heal and sew back on my arm or do whatever has to be done. Do the surgery to the tendons and the muscles, whatever has to be done. That's why I want you to think about your business. There are going to be people that when they hear you about your business, about your service, about your product, about your MLM or your direct sales program, people are going to look, or just you. How about that? Let's start with you. Oh, that was for somebody. That message came in real strong. I heard somebody say, but I don't have all that. It's just me. But you know what? You are your best and greatest asset. So if you know that you need to believe in yourself more, that you need to trust yourself more, that you need to dig into your intuition more, you need to experience life more by believing in yourself. We all have skeletons in the closet. The question is, why do they have to come out? And if they come out, if a bone does fall out, you know about it, right? It is something that happened at a time in your life. Maybe you were at a different frequency. You were at a different level of acknowledgement, a different level of knowing. You just knew something. You weren't knowing it. So therefore, it came about that way. So today's Saturday Set Down is really about you getting to that place where you can figure out, that and trust that your service, your product, your business, your MLM, your direct sales marketing, and most importantly, you are what people need to address their scratch, their cut, or their severe injury. You have to ask yourself that and believe in that. Today, I was working with some coaches in my coaching group. I'm in a mastermind. Yep, I am. And the lady said, should I offer a 30-day money-back guarantee for my program? And she said, well, I don't know if I should do that. And I said, what's the fear about? And she said, I don't know. I just feel uncomfortable, like the people would just want to do it. I said, well, why would you believe that you would attract people to your program that have no intention of paying for a program that is quality, that holds them accountable, that is doable, and is going to bring about the results? And her response was she was taken aback initially, but then she came back and she said, "You're absolutely right." See, fear will come in. It's supposed to be faith energy awaiting release. But sometimes fear is just fear. False evidence appearing real. Some bullshit BS, the BS that's inside of you. Not the real belief system, but the BS. So all the junk that's covering up your true belief system, your true power, your true existential existence is going to come forward. Because now you got to move forward. You're moving. Stuff is falling off. So it's trying to find ways to stay attached and stay connected. So it makes you think that what you're doing is lacking integrity. It makes you think that if you ask somebody for money, that you got to have this big bravo thing. When you go to McDonald's, have you ever gotten your sandwich? I'm just saying McDonald's because they sent me a coupon. I'm really going to use them. They say to you, you order, what is it? A Big Mac. Let's say you order a Big Mac. I know I've seen it. Excuse me, just 1 second, y'all. I got to turn this off because I felt my phone vibrating. I don't want the call to come through. You get a Big Mac and you saw the picture. That's what made you order it. But does your Big Mac ever look like that picture? I'm just asking. So, or you go and you order something and the picture looks one way, you get it totally different. A person could be the same way. So our people are accustomed to there being some minor variations. I emphasize the word minor. Don't get distracted by what other people may think. Check yourself. Ask yourself, why are you believing that what you're doing, what you're saying, what you're offering, where you're standing in your position, in your wisdom's place, your wealthy place? Are you second guessing yourself and you're minimizing yourself and you're playing yourself small? Ask yourself that, because I want to know too, right? So I want to know too. I want to know what is it that is causing you to really enhance your life at the lowest level. So I'll give you an example for myself. So I have multiple streams of income. Those of you already know. I've talked about that before. I have multiple streams of income. And so what I did was I reread the book Think and Grow Rich, and then I reread the book Think and Grow Rich. And then I reread the book called You Were Born to Be Rich by my mentor, which is Bob Proctor. Literally, he's my mentor. Literally, for real. He is my mentor. He is one of them at least. But when I reread that book, I got a new aha moment. And in that new aha moment, it told me that. And then I also remember something that Rev Michael Beckwith said. And what it did was it made me commit to my money mantra better. Because I have my streams. If I were to pan the camera around, you would look into my space and you would see all the things. Like my calendar is here. It tells me how much money I make every day in each stream. I have my visuals of my beautiful sceneries. I have, live the life you've imagined. I've got my posters from different events and spaces in my life. I got my colors, of course, because, colors are important to me, my spiritual aspect. But what I wasn't doing every day was I wasn't saying how much money I wanted and how much money I desired every day. So I had to flip my mantra, my money mantra, to say exactly what I wanted every day. And since I have been committed to that, every day I get that dollar amount. I'm just saying. So what that's doing is that's positioning me to stick with the ultimate plan that I created, which is that in 18 months, I want to be in a certain spot and I want certain things to be in place. But you can't do that. I can't do that. If I go, oh my God, they're not going to believe me, or oh my greatness, it doesn't feel the same way it did yesterday when I did it. Did they really get what I want? Oh, I only had 30 people on my live call for the first 15 minutes. And then when I asked for the money, most people stopped talking to me. That's not my business, not my monkey, not my show, because I was obedient and I put it out there. So like this Saturday Set Down, believe in yourself. Trust that there's someone out there who's going to say, hey, I just got a scrape. Thanks for telling me that I got a scrape. Somebody will say, yep, I got a cut. Okay, I can take this part because I need this to fix my cut. Or I don't want to do anything about the cut. I'm just going to let it heal up. And then there's somebody saying, I'm bleeding, I'm bleeding, I'm bleeding, and I don't want no help. I'm just going to tie this around, this tourniquet around. I don't want you to tell me how to fix it. I'm just going to take a chance. And then there are those who's going to say, I'm bleeding. Help me. Serve me. Show me. Help me. Give me an alternative stream of income that's going to benefit me. Help me understand that I have something that I can contribute back into this space. So believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you're doing. If you have been given a vision, those of you that are in my Mind Skits program, you know we talk about vision. So if we are talking about vision, and vision is what is going to happen. Your vision is what you got in your mind's eye, the eyes of God, the mind of God. So now you see it with those eyes. And now it's time for you to bring it into manifestation. Don't get caught up on the intellectual plane that's telling you, and the emotional plane that's telling you people are going to do this, or someone's going to call you out. So what if they call you out and say you used to write bad checks? What if they call you out and say you used to be homeless? What if they call you out and say that you used to steal? What if they call you out and say that you only have a GED? How does that negate from the fact they're bleeding? Return it. That's true. But however, you told me that you were bleeding and that you needed some repair done. So I'm here to assist you with that. That background gives me the best opportunity, the best methodology, the best foundation, the best perspective to support you in your journey. Absolutely, positively. Because what you have to remember is anyone that you admire, anyone out here making a lot of money, they didn't always make a lot of money. And if they did, like Elon Musk, when he talks about leaving his job to form his own company, the scariness of that, the fear, you should be scared when you make out strike out on your own to pursue your vision. You should be. That's natural. But it shouldn't paralyze you. It shouldn't make you start looking at all the reasons why you should not do it. Believe in yourself and let those skeletons stay in the closet. And if you want to take a bone out every now and then to make sure it's not going to be as powerful, to shrink it down, then do it. But don't let it stop you. Don't let it prevent you from having the opportunities and the life that you truly want. And you are knowing with all of your knowing that it is yours. Because there's a difference. You know a lot of things, but are you in the state of knowing? Knowing it to be true, knowing it to be possible, knowing it to be opportunities available to you, knowing that you are able to complete the task that is laid before you, knowing that there are people who are waiting on you and they're going to be drawn to you once you make yourself visible. Yes, you have influence. Yes, you can make an imprint on the lives of many people. And it looks exactly the way you want it to look, but not in scarcity and not in lack, but in abundance and in wealth and in freedom and fulfillment, quality relationships in business and personal lives, beautiful homes, reliable quality transportation. That's what all of that is about. All of that is about you recognizing that you have to believe in yourself. If you believe within your heart that you are exactly the greatest asset, the greatest message, the greatest mission that you will ever have, in that knowing, you will be able to go forward and live an exponential life. Absolutely, positively, so it is. So this Saturday morning set down is simply that. Let's sit down, get humble. Hey, sit down, be humble, and look and see What are you saying about yourself? Are you looking one way to the world and not trusting over here? You look good, sound good, got it all together, but when somebody asks you something, you shut down. Believe in yourself. The skeletons are in the closet. There may even be a couple bones on the floor. Don't look at them. Keep going forward. Where your focus goes is where your energy goes. Where do you want your energy and focus to be? On your success, on your happiness, on your peace, on your joy, on your love, on your wealth, on your abundance, on your good health, your wellness, your mental stability, on your legacy. That's where you want to focus at. You want to focus there. And if there's something, again, if that bone is out there, you take some time and you address that bone. How do you change the story about that bone? And if the story can't be changed, and I mean, not that meaning that the story can't be changed, I mean like you can't go back and fix whatever happened, then take away the power of that bone to hurt you, to stop you, to trip you. Yes? Today's Saturday Sat Down with Dr. Marrian Efua, your transformation engineer and like alchemist. What I'm telling you today is that if you don't believe, no one can change the path that you must go except for you. You have to give away your greatness. You have to give away your position. You have to allow people to have access. Again, but if that bone falls, you can ignore it for the moment and keep going forward, or you can pick it up and say, hey, listen, yeah, here it is. Here it is. What does it really mean in today? Because you told me you're bleeding, and I have what you need. You told me you're hungry. You need a recipe. I got it. Okay. So with that, we've overstated our time. We've gone a little bit over on today. Thank you for joining me for the Saturday Set Down. Of course, I'm Dr. Marrian. You can always find me at efuaspeaks.com/connect. There you can find out all kinds of things. Don't forget to sign up for next. It's going to start on Tuesday. We have some powerhouse speakers, coaches, and trainers that are going to be coming in and sharing information with you to get you back on track on a personal level, on all the levels, personal, spiritual, financial, business-wise. You will be able to have your needs addressed. And it's a quick call at 7 a.m. every morning, so you got to get up. You got to be like Mayweather. You got to get up when everybody else is sleeping in order to get what you know is waiting for you. Until next time, continue peace, blessings, and life. Talk to you again soon.